At a recent press briefing, the President of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, engaged the media on critical issues around the Dangote Petrochemical Refinery project. He first spoke on the essence of free trade zones and clarified issues on the cost of acquiring the land for the industrial park.
Normally, why you create these free trade zones, it's like an industrial zones where you provide everything, so somebody who is a foreigner doesn't have to go and be battling with community here and there. And that's why, we didn't buy the land, for example, from community or government. Government took this land long time ago, pay compensation. Yes, there are some issues with some of this thing, but it's a big area. We only have, I think, maybe 1/3 of the area. Out of 12,000, we have about 3,000, hectares. So with that, we bought our land. Actually, it wasn't a land. You must have seen the swamp. It's all swamp that we bought, and that's why it's costing us. The land cost us $100 million, and the sand, which we are now reclaiming to do the sand filling, and also with compaction, is costing us another $420 million. So it's $500 million plus just to have the land. So, it's not a question that, it is either maybe Lagos State gave us a land free. No.
Alhaji Dangote elaborated on the economic strategy and value Nigeria will derive from the project when completed.
This refinery is attacking the entire system in two folds. One fold is that no more imports. Okay, because if you look at it, 40% of our foreign exchange today goes to imports of petroleum products. I told you, like for example, 3 months, our cement plant imported over $100 million of low fuel oil. So if we produce here, we don't need to import, which we cannot charge anybody dollar. When we are selling to an industry, that industry will pay us naira. Okay, and you create jobs. There's value. All our profits, everything, you will pay somebody out there, and you create jobs by exporting. You export jobs and create poverty here. So that's what we are stopping. Okay, the excess capacity, because it's much more than what Nigeria could actually consume, is what we are generating, that 5 million. For example, now if you go and do 10 times LME petrochemical, right? The 10 times of LME petrochemical, nobody will be able to use that polypropylene, polyethylene. Okay, but it is high valued item which you will export, which wasn't available. It's also inside the crude. You're extracting it out of the crude to export. So that's what you have. And then if you go to even the fertilizer, it's the same thing. Fertilizer, if you do, is too much capacity here. When we export, we earn money.
On the forex issues, Africa's richest man shared the experience of his group.
The operations of Dangote flour mills, the operations of Dangote, sugar, the operations of just our cement to import low fuel oil and diesel to run 9,000 trucks, we need about $98 to $100 million every single month. Okay, it's just that, we're a company that we mind our own business, we don't complain. When this currency thing was moved from 197 to 280, we had a spending of over $420 million. So you do the numbers now. 83 naira times $438 million. That will give you almost 50 billion we lost. So it's not that a question of, and I'm a very, very proud Nigerian. When I say that I'm a proud Nigerian, like what I keep saying, I don't have a block, not a house, or even a block, 9-inch block outside Nigeria. Yes, I have money, but I don't have properties that I can call even a house. I don't have a house. Wherever I go, I stay in a hotel. So, which means every single money that we make from the companies, we flow it back into. That was the reason why we're developing all this.
Considering the economic diversification plan of the government, the renowned industrialist highlighted how the Petrochemical Refinery Project will transform Nigeria's socio-economic landscape.
Since when I came to Lagos, the first time I've heard of diversification was in 1979. And I've been hearing about this diversification. but we have never ever gotten around to diversifying the economy of Nigeria, and that's why we are suffering today. If we had diversified the economy today, we won't be shouting about oil has gone down and whatever. Even if you go and blow the gas pipelines or the oil pipelines, there will still be something that we'll be getting money out of. So in a nutshell, these are the kind of projects that you need to sort of diversify the big ticket that we are looking for by bringing government here is for government to also say that, hey, look, something is happening. But right now, everybody is just looking at the monetary side and say, okay, fine, look, we're all dead. Oil has gone down. No, yes, oil has gone down, but we have other opportunities. Agriculture is there, petrochemicals are there, fertilizer, because today in Nigeria, if you look at it, Nigeria really, the real basis of our economy is agriculture. But then how can you have the biggest agricultural state? We have more land. Nigeria has more land, arable land, than China. So if we do that, how can you do that without fertilizer? If we finish our gas pipeline, it can generate 12,000 megawatts of power. That's huge. That's more than what we are looking for in Nigeria, and we can supply the rest of West Africa.
Business leaders, analysts, and technocrats have described it as a well-conceived initiative. It is therefore expected that the Dangote Refinery project will attract more strategic investments, local and foreign, to Nigeria.